Hello guys, Nick aka Falky, and welcome to State of Decay Episode 2, How to Scavenge. If you haven't seen my first video already, it was about base choices, base building and outposts. So by now you should have a nice, lovely little home where you can scavenge from, and this is where this video comes into play. I'm going to show you how to scavenge, and what the best loot is, and so forth. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so before you go out to find loot, always check your base's resources to see what you need most of. If you aren't running low on anything, or you're running low on everything, then focus on building materials first, followed up by your meds, your ammo, your food, and finally fuel. Once you know what you need most of, you can then plan a direction of where you want to go out and loot and scavenge, and create a nice little path so you don't get swamped by zombies and stuff. For instance, if you need construction materials, then you go to construction sites, warehouses, etc. If you need meds, then you focus on clinics, and so forth. So find out what you need most of and just plan from there of where you want to scavenge. You want to have like a end building in goal, and then just go from there. You just loot all the houses on your way there, or you go there first then loot all the houses on your way back, sort of thing, or until your bags are full. So when you're out searching for your base resources that you're in need of, you'll always come across smaller loot such as weapons, silencers, painkillers. And in my own mind, I have this sort of priority list in my head that I want to pick up when I come across the smaller loot. For instance, small meds, aka painkillers, greater than small ammo. Small ammo is greater than snacks. Snacks is greater than weapons, and weapons is greater than the rest, e.g. molotovs, firecrackers, etc. So my reasoning behind this little list here is you always need meds to heal up after intense fights. This guarantees you'll encounter zombies. You need ammo to refill your current weapons, so only pick up the ammo that you need, sort of thing. The rest is just surplus for the base. Because if you followed my previous video on base building priority, then you should have a workshop to repair your current weapons. Hopefully an upgraded one at that, so you can repair cars too. So once you have a firearm for each survivor, you really don't need any more. It's good to have an extra few weapons on hand, just in case you get extra survivors. But you have to prioritise bag space when you're out looting things. So I always ditch weapons for meds, and then snack or ammo you're using as well. Snacks are also good to pick up because you need to replenish your stamina quickly if in a tight spot. So sometimes I'd put snacks over the small ammo if I know I've got some big fights coming up, or I need to train cardio. But let's swing around back to weapons again. When you do pick up your firearms, there are a few things you need to look at. 1. The durability. 2. Can it be silenced? So automatically revolvers out of the question here because they can't be silenced, and I'd never pick over a revolver over anything else. And finally 3, the fire rate of that weapon. Some guns like bolt action rifles are slower but more precise when firing, but assault rifles, SMGs and pistols have a nice balance of the two, so you can just focus on acquiring these instead. I prefer pistols because they're lighter and there tends to be more ammo for them in the base game and breakdown. If you're playing Lifeline, then don't even worry about ammo, that's a different question altogether. Now for a few tips when you are going around scavenging on your scavenging business. Always close doors behind you, as this lets you know when zombies are on your tail, and it also gives you some time to do what you're doing and find a way to escape, sort of thing. And don't be afraid to leave loot behind, and your character is more valuable than a few meds and a molotov or even a weapon. Okay, you can always come back for the loot at another time. But bearing in mind, loot does disappear if you search for it, because you have other scavengers come around and pick it up, and I think the game deletes it after a little bit. Okay, so before I end this video, I'm just going to quickly show you a practice run of my own, so I can show you live how I scavenge myself, and little things you can do whilst I'm scavenging. I'll try my best to try and articulate all my thoughts on what I'm doing, and my reasoning behind doing that, okay? So as I said earlier, we're going to be doing a straight line run with a material in mind and some loot in mind, and we're going to make sure we've got lots of empty bags, and let's crack on with it. So before we do a scavenge run, we first want to figure out who we want to take on that scavenge run. Preferably you want someone with high stamina and someone with full health and full stamina. So currently I'm on Marcus, and he's got pretty high stamina because I've trained him pretty well, but his health's pretty low and he would be pretty crap in a struggle. So let's find someone, preferably like Ed. He has okayish cardio. Wits is something you want to look at as well, because that's faster scavenging. So let's have a look, see if we've got anybody with higher wits and higher cardio.
So we've still got some stuff to take care of out there. You may need to hurry.
Okay, I think Ed might be our one to look for at the moment. Yeah. So we'll go with Ed for this one. So we'll switch to him quickly. Yeah, now we want to clear out our bags. So we'll do that. Okay, I'll quickly show you the wits page. Yeah, so wits, it gives you bonus scavenging speed and also you can think better. So yeah, it just gives you an overall boost to scavenging. Okay, now let's clear out our bags. It's up to you whether you want to take a Molotov, but I find it's just empty bag space, it's wasting, so we'll stash those. I always make sure I have a stack of painkillers on me and a stack of snacks, so we'll stash all the extra stuff we got. Always make sure I have a silenced weapon on me. So yeah, I think that's silenced. Let's quickly check if it's got a silencer on the end. Yeah, that's got 5 shots. That'll do for us for a small scavenging run. Make sure you got the appropriate ammo for it. A full stack typically does, and a melee weapon. So we've got a melee weapon, a big backpack. If you haven't got a big backpack yet, then grab one from your store. If you haven't, then try and look for one because they're really handy to have, as it gives you extra space for stuff. So we've got everything we needed. We're full stamina, full health. Let me just check if I can take any more painkillers. No, it's just free. Okay. Okay, we're fully stocked. Let's go on a scavenge run. Now we need to figure out what sort of material we want. So obviously our home is pretty well stocked on food, medicine, building materials, and we're okay on fuel, so we need some ammo. Now the easy way would be to go to the outpost already set up. Go and check my previous video if you missed my outpost video. I'll discuss how to take over outposts and what the most valuable ones are. So for the purpose of this video, let's have a look for a place which has ammo. I think I've discovered an ammo stash up here. Yeah, here we go. Military stash here, so we'll head towards that. Now typically on the way I'd skip everything and we'll discuss that on the way there. Okay, now when you're always going to scavenge run, be sure to always take a car if you can, especially if you're doing long distances. Typically the pickup trucks or sheriff's car like this is really good because it has good agility.
Remain in your homes with the doors locked and the windows secured.
And it has fantastic speed as well.
Not comply with these instructions, the army will not take responsibility for you being shot by death.
Quickly take out this horde. Be sure to always use your door to take it down because it don't damage the car that way. But yeah, on our way there we'll just make sure to take the best path you can. Try and avoid as many zombies as you can, especially if you're doing short runs, and stay off the roads because you always have hordes on the roads. But for this time it's just quicker just to take a road. Make sure I'm going the right way first. Yeah, and go this way. Always utilise your map as well. It's always handy to have. Okay, so on the way there we won't loot anything. We'll just stick away from zombies. Just try not to go into any hordes. And then once we get to our final destination we've marked on the map, we'll loot everything we can there. Fill our backpacks, and if we still have room for backpacks, then we can, on the way back to home, we can stop off at another place and just get random loot. Just bearing in mind the equation I said earlier about the meds, small ammo, that sort of stuff being greater than everything else, sort of thing. So we're nearly there. Let's just keep an eye out for hordes, ferals. Ferals are really bad news, so always be in your car if you go up against them. That'll be in my combat video once I get it all sorted out after this one. The juggernaut over there, so we've got to be really quiet. Try not to attract him because that'd be bad news. So hopefully we'll find an ammo stash. I always do the slow search as it's a lot quieter. Okay, cool.
I'm loaded up.
Backpack.
See you back at base.
We'll see you soon.
It's just easier just to get in the car. Okay, this is where it's a fight. So, get out of this sticky situation. Quickly kill these. Okay, now we're out of trouble. We'll put this in storage and we'll carry on. That's it, Zed. I was forgetting what the finisher was for a minute.
I'm loaded up.
This is all you do, you just load up on your stuff, fill up your trunk. Try and stay as safe as you can, avoiding all the super zombies.
This is good, right? I mean, it doesn't suck.
Yeah, we'll take the ammo, and I tend not to pick up grenade launchers, I don't really use that much. And that's it, this place is looted now. Back in a car and then go back to our home. Again, we're just trying to avoid all the zombies. We'll go back this way this time. If you can, always sneak past a group of zombies. If there's one or two, you can just kill them.
Sounds like the situation out there has changed.
Let's take a quick look at our bags. Okay, we've got 2 spaces left, so if we want we can stop off somewhere and loot a place. There you go, that's the agility and speed of the sheriff's car, you can do that. In a truck, you can't really do that. So, we'll follow our path on our way back and perhaps stop off at the barn on our way back, so using the same route as we did last time. See if we can find anything else. Just trying to bear in mind I'm over encumbered as well, so I move a lot slower than normal. Okay, now that's not good. Need to try it and take out.
Okay, I'll run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Our stuff before the car explodes, otherwise that's really bad news. Okay, I thought it was something. Yeah, if you flip your car, take out your stuff, because if it explodes, you will lose the rucksack.
Okay, I'll run this home.
We'll be ready.
We'll leave that there and we'll go and find another car. Remember, cars are always your best friend. There we go. As before, we'll pop some snacks and drugs, just so we can get that bit further. Now, I'm going to fast forward this. Oh, I think we can loot this. No, I've looted this already.
All quiet here.
I'm going to fast forward this to when we get to our base, or when we get to our next looting location. Right, a quick mention. Since I'm pretty low on health, and there's only 2 spaces, we're better off just getting the stuff back to base, and we'll go from there. So I'll do a quick edit, and I should be back at base. Then we'll have our final thoughts. So we're just coming to the city now. Let's just clear out this horde, and then we'll discuss slightly.
I just spotted an infestation.
So when you're looting for stuff, or just make informed decisions when you want to go back. Like now, I feel like I'm better going back and just putting the stuff back into home, so it's all safe. Just use your intuition when you're going out scavenging. Make sure you use people who have good cardio, good wits. That's what you're mainly looking for scavenging runs, and that's pretty much it, folks. Really, you just gotta use your intuition.
Okay, I'm free and clear. See you soon.
Got anything good?
Show you when I get there.
And when you're making the decision what to go out for, as I said before in the video, make sure you just go for the stuff that you're lowest on. So for me, ammo it was. But as I said earlier, again, if you like low on everything or you're full on everything, always go for building materials first if you're early game, because that allows you to build up your defences and build your structures, such as first aid camps and stuff like that. Then from there, definitely meds just to heal up.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
That sort of stuff.
Oh, you know, some stuff.
Silencers are okay to pick up if you can't find any meds or snacks, molotovs, stuff like that, because you can always lob them on pistols. And they're always handy to have. But in a later game, you'll have options to build them anyway, so it's really down to you what you pick. As long as you pick up lots of meds such as painkillers, aspirin, morphine, ibuprofen, stuff like that, then you'll have a thriving population and hardly anyone will die, sort of thing. And you'll always have stock for when you go out next. Just like that. Anyways, in the next video I'll be going over what characters to choose and to keep in your community, because there's some characters who are really good at scavenging and some who are great at combat. Hope this video has helped you out in regards to scavenging and loot decisions. If you have a question, then lob them down in the comments section below and give this video a thumbs up if it's helped you. Until next time folks, take care.